It's I've got 3:30 already, so I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. This is a special commissioners court meeting for County of Starr, Monday, August 29th at 3:30. Let the record show we do have quorum. Commissioner Perez being absent. Everyone will please stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Public comments?
None.
Okay, let's skip on to item 5. We'll just give Commissioner Perez a little more time. And this is a action item to approve a contract for leasing of election equipment for the city of Escalante, November 8th.
Yes, they want to write 2 iPads for their November election.
Okay, and it'd be the same thing as for the other entities, right? The same rates and everything else?
We have new rates, it's 165
Okay.
for 2.
And we do have the equipment
Yes.
that we can spare?
I don't know, you're taking your honor.
Moved and second to approve. Discussion? All in favor, please, aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Item 4 is an action item, and this is to approve, take action to take a vote on the proposed tax rate for the order of the special election to be held November 8th. Let me just give a little explanation on what that is. There's different categories of tax rate. The one that we do not need a rollback election or voters election is 0.722 tax rate, 0.72. The tax rate that we had last year was 0.76. So that means that there's 4 cents in question whether we want to keep the same tax rate as last year or keep the one where we don't need the election, the rollback election. And I did some exploring on this thing. Really, if we keep the same tax rate that we've had. Now, I want everyone to understand, last year, we lowered our tax rate a penny and a half. We did not have to, but we lowered it so that we could give our taxpayers a break. I think we were the only entity to lower our tax rate. In fact, in the recent past, the county has been the only one that has lowered our tax rate on several occasions. This go round, as everyone is well aware, the way the inflation, the fuel, the cost of food, I mean, everything has gone sky high. Health insurance alone for our employees has gone up $400,000 this coming year. Just that. You know, I believe that our employees deserve a raise, and it's a 5% raise that I'm proposing, with a floor of $1,500. What that means is that anyone that earns less than $30,000 a year will get at least $1,500. So those lower paid employees, instead of 5, might get a 6, 7, you know, it depends on their income. Those that are on top, that get the higher wages, such as you all and myself, we will not get a 5%. We'll get something less, because there's a ceiling of $4,000. So if it exceeds that, then that's the max that will be paid. And this is to keep the gap of the lower paid employees and the higher paid employees close, so the spread doesn't get any worse than it has to be. Now, I realize that right now everyone is having problems with taxes and the economy and everything else, but at some point I need to be fair with the employees of the county. Now, let me show something that's quite interesting. 4 cents, that's what we're looking at. The value of a average home in Starr County is $60,067. At 4 cents, that amounts to $24 a year. That's $2 a month. That's one soft drink a month. That's how much the average home will increase. Or not increase, but that they would save if we would go down the 4 cents. You know, the tax rate would remain the same. Now, let's compare that to the big corporations. And I know this is an argument in Washington between parties, but I believe that the big corporations should bear their fair share. You take a company that's an energy company, whether it be oil and gas, solar, wind, whatever, with a value of $500 million, we lowered it 4 cents. They save $200,000. $200,000 compared to $24 a year. A soft drink a month. That's what we're looking at. That's how much our taxpayers would save. So I cannot and justify that our employees now have to pay the additional $400,000, because if we don't do this, we don't have the money to pay the insurance, and they don't get an increase. So their purchasing power would decrease enormously, because we want to give a break to the big corporations. I'm totally against that. Totally against that. And I believe that the majority of the people in Starr County would agree with me. They need to pay their fair share. They're making money in our community. So, you know, I recommend that we keep the same tax rate as we had last year, which is 0.7632. But it's up to the court. I'll open it up for discussion.
Is this an action item?
We have to take a vote. It's not to approve it. It just
Just to take a vote to approve the tax rate?
on the proposed tax rate. Yeah.
Because I do so move that we approve the same tax rate that we had last year, the 7.76. 0.7. I do so move.
Second error.
Okay, I have a motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Armandina, we already covered your item,
Oh, okay,
and it was approved
okay,
to rent the equipment
okay,
for the
perfect.
city of Escobares. That's all I had. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Moved and second. All in favor, please, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Hopefully, we'll approve or adopt the rate and the budget on September 12th, which is at our regular Commissioners Court meeting.
When are you gonna do
The public hearing,
the budget and all the new one?
oh, it'll be September 12th,
No, last month,
Monday?
remember we did some changes and stuff?
Change.
You gonna give us something before?
It's ready, I don't know if it's been printed, but it's ready, we'll get it to you. In fact, I need to file one with Mr. Gonzalez Lupert tomorrow, preliminary, until it's approved by the court. But we will have a public hearing on September 12th, before our Commissioners Court. We'll have a public hearing. After the public hearing, we'll have Commissioners Court, and then we'll decide on what to do with the rate and the budget.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you all very much.